Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, great. Thank you very much for the presentation, and thank you very much for your presence today here. I asked for volunteers between the academics and between the alumni and the students as well, because as you will see during the workshop, this is a team effort, and it is a team effort because if you help with this, you will get results for yourselves and for UBT. And if UBT is signing, it will help you to sign as well. So the workshop it is regarding the website impact of 2021, but the focus is towards 2022. Okay, right now. Okay. The time, as was said, it is as maximum 1 hour and a half, but I will try to keep it as short as possible, just in case any one of you will have another meeting later. So as maximum, it will be 1 hour and a half. Okay, first of all, I would like you to introduce yourselves, if I don't know any of you, or just for those who didn't come to the initial meeting. I would like you to present yourselves for those who overall those who are new to the meeting. If you don't mind to open your microphones and present yourselves.
Yes, hello. This is Engineer Samil Fattani. I'm a software engineer lecturer, and I'm teaching programming courses in software engineering department. Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Sebastian.
Anyone else who wants to introduce himself?
Yes, if I may, Mr. Sebastian. My name is Saleh. I'm from Jeddah College of Advertising. I'm a PhD student as well, specialized in image processing and machine learning. Yeah, that's it. I have as well my colleagues here, Dr. Christina and Ms. Safa, from the same college, also Ms. Ramin. We are in the same college.
Nice to meet you both.
Thank you.
Anyone else?
Hello, yes, I am Dr. Muhammad Zulfiqar from Marketing Department, Associate Professor. I am the first time here.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Yes, hello, I'm Dr. Christina. I'm Vice Dean for the Jeddah College of Advertising and Assistant Professor in Communication.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Good evening, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, this is Dr. Abdul Ilah Al-Thaqafi. I am a member of the marketing department as a teaching faculty.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hello.
Hello.
This is Muhammad Khouj, the Vice Dean of the College of Engineering at UBT.
Nice to meet you.
Welcome.
Hello, this is Hello.
Hello,
this is Dr. Ali Rashidi. I'm Associate Professor in Electrical Engineering Department.
Nice to meet you, Doctor.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. Dr. Basim. I am at Electrical and Computer Engineering Department.
Nice to meet you.
Hello.
Hello.
Good evening, everybody. Dr. Mohammed Al-Mikhlafi, Accounting Assistant Professor in Accounting Department.
Nice to meet you, Doctor.
Nice to meet you too.
Good evening, everybody. This is Dr. Hassan Berfatri from the Department of Supply Chain Management, Assistant Professor.
Nice to meet you. Anyone else?
Yes, Sebastian. This is Dr. Hatem Akil, Assistant Professor of Economics, also the Assistant Vice Rector for Academic Affairs.
Nice to meet you, Doctor.
Nice to meet you.
Dr. Abdul Wahab Abu Kwek, Vice Dean of Scientific Research. Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Andika Jujaya from Mechanical Department, Engineering, full-time lecturer.
Nice to meet you.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Dr. Muhammad Hijazi from the Supply Chain Department.
Nice to meet you,
Assistant
Doctor.
Professor. Nice to meet you, too. I'm an Assistant Professor at the Supply Chain Department. Thank you.
Anyone else? Or may I continue with the presentation, with the workshop? Okay, nice to meet you, everyone, the newcomers. The other day, we were talking about the importance of the team effort that we have to do here, but it has to be volunteer because when we have people involved in improvements, and if they volunteer, because some of the topics that are covered are topics that they like, or they want to improve their university, and they want to sign, to make it sign. Meanwhile, they are signing as well, because when we are talking about Webometrics and the ranking that I'm going to present to you, we are talking about the main website of your university and the social media of your university. So we are talking about the branding of your university. And improving your personal branding, you will help improve this university branding as well. So it is a win-win situation for everyone, because if you are improving your social media, your online presence, and you are linking your profiles to your home university, it will help both parts. So let's go ahead. Webometrics is going to be the workshop focus, as I say, but when I'm talking about rankings and Webometrics and numbers, my focus is always our team, Dr. Habib, myself. Our focus is always on the human capital of the entities, of the universities that we are working with, because we, the human beings, I think that we are the most important part of the organization, entities, universities. So I will try we will try to focus the changes, the improvements on this human capital. Besides Webometrics, it is related to other major rankings, as the QS, for example, because QS takes one part of the Webometrics for their own ranking, and it happens in January, February of every year. So this year edition is already done, and we are working for the July edition of Webometrics, and we are working as well for the January edition of 2022. Okay, regarding the QS percentages, here we have the 10%. It is web impact. As I said, the web impact, it is quite related to major rankings. And here we have the Webometrics. Before 2021, we had a 50% based on the impact, 10% on openness, 5% on presence, and finally 35% on excellence. Before 2021, because in the last edition, they have modified these percentages. One of the indicators has been mixed with the other two. So before we had 4, and now we have 3. Okay, now we have visibility, that it was the all impact is 50%. It is a lot as before. The excellence or scholar, that there is the 40%, and this is more based on the research that you are publishing as well, the research that is online. During the workshop, I will ask you to try to publish part of your research, part of the projects that your students are working with you on the main website, because this kind of publications, if you add them to your Google Scholar profiles, may help a lot with the rankings, not just with the Webometrics. And finally, we have the 10% of transparency, of openness, that it is based on the material that you share on your website. Okay. Visibility. The visibility or impact rank is based on the total number and quality of external links received, traffic, number of pages recovered from search engines, new content added, topics, and keywords. And as I said, this is one of the most important indicators, that it is the 50% right now. After that, we have transparency or openness rank. Most of it is based on the rich files, PDFs, Words, Excel that you share, PowerPoints that you share on the main website. But this openness or transparency is measuring the rich files that you share publicly. So if to get to these rich files, you have to introduce a password or a user. What happens is that these rich files are not counted for this indicator. Besides the activity and publications on Google Scholar, it counts as well, but the Google Scholar profiles and the ResearchGate profiles, LinkedIn profiles, all the social media, more focus on the research part. It is on the Scholar indicator or excellence rank. Simago measures this using Simago, this ranking measures your influence, the publications that you are doing, the research that you are doing. It is measured by this ranking. It is the 40% of the points that your university is getting. So these three are the major indicators right now. And I'm going to talk about open science right now, that it is a new approach to the scientific process based on the cooperative work and new ways of the sharing and sharing the knowledge by using digital platforms. And it's based on it's based on the openness as well. It is helping a lot on openness and the part of excellence regarding the Webometrics. And what the idea, it is seen in the world right now, the open science approach, it is seen friendly, because sometimes some institutions don't have the access to all the papers, all the research that they want. So I know that regarding if you are publishing in some journals, they don't allow you to share publicly your research. But well, the approach here, it is by sharing drafts or sharing the previous research that is leading to this research. So there are ways to share publicly without problems, without copyright problems. So it is an approach that I want you to know about, to consider about, because it may help a lot. And as I said, it is related to the indicators. In this case, it's related to visibility, transparency, and excellence. Why? Because if you are publicly sharing the excellence rank, the research rank, if you are publishing your research publicly, what happens is that this excellence rank may be improved as well. You are getting rich files that are related to transparency, and those rich files are on your website. And as well, is helping the visibility rank because you are getting backlinks to this research. You may get more traffic, and at the end, this open science approach it helps a lot to the Webometrics indicators. And I don't know if you had a previous strategy regarding open science, or it is the first time that you heard about open science. Anyone may share with me from the attendees of the workshop, or any UBT leader may share if you had a previous open science strategy, or it is the first time that you heard about it. You may share with me, please.
Well, I would like to share something, Mr. Sebastian.
Yes.
Yes, I recently submitted my paper to DISCO, the IEEE conference, and they recommended I publish something as an open access. I don't know.
Open access. Yeah.
Yeah, I can provide. There is by University of Carunil. I will share it in the chat. We use this one in computer science.
Yes, it is. Open science is related to open access, and what happens is that when your research it is open, it is easily cited by other researchers, because as I say before, sometimes there are universities who already have the subscription and paid for all the research in the world, but there are other universities or entities that cannot afford it, and what they do usually is to base the research and citations on open access research. Anyone else wants to share? Anyone else? No? Okay, let's go ahead. Okay, the current situation of the Webometrics. Right now, UBT it is in the 41st position in Saudi Arabia, okay? And it is in the more or less in the 11,000 position in the world. Regarding the website, if measured by data by Alexa, it is the average load. It is the thing that more worry me, because it is a little slow. So I know that right now there is a beta version of the website, and my recommendation here is that you try to work on the slowness of the web page. Try to get at least an average load time, not the slow one. I am not asking for a fast load time, but at least the average one. And it is less than 2 seconds. This average time, it is around 1.5 seconds to load the website. The traffic rank in the world, it is pretty good, and as you can see in this graph, there was an increment in the last months. I don't know if it's something related to exams or something related to that your students are using more the platform now to turn in assignments or exams. Someone may clarify if in the last month you have had more activity on the website regarding academic stuff, or what can happen here? Why can you explain this increment on the traffic of the last? If this is a total of 90 days, these are the last 20, the last 30. And anyone else? Anyone may share with me? Exams or assignments? Yes.
It could be because the final exam schedules has come out, and the exam schedules for all the colleges are on the website, so students are constantly accessing them to see when their exam schedules are. So that could be one of the contributing factors.
Okay, so to get more traffic, we need key information on the website, don't we? So what happens here is that when the students or the people that usually access to the website, if they have something that it is really interesting for them, they go to the website, and this traffic is good for the numbers. But the idea here, it is oh, here there is a mistake. It is not February, it is April. It is data that I took yesterday, but sorry for the mistake. So it is not February data, it is April data, okay? So this is like today, well, yesterday, when I took the data, and this is 3 months ago. Okay, let's go. Webometrics performance, okay? The last 2 years and the last January edition. The best positions that we had in the world right now, UBT is in the best position in the last 2 years. It is by 400 better than the second better position. And in the Saudi Arabia position as well, it is the best position right now. But when we are looking at the regional, at the Arab world, when we are looking at the Arab world, we see that the universities in the Arab world, they are working a lot on the improvements, on the rankings, because it is more difficult to improve the position. So the numbers until now are good, but we need improvements. We need to keep working on it. And overall, as we've seen the improvements in the world ranking and the Saudi Arabia ranking, Webometrics ranking, we will have to work harder in order to achieve a better position in the regional one, in the Arab one, because the best position was in January of 2019, and it was the 344 position. Regarding ranking changes, as I said before, the Webometrics ranking changed in the last edition in January, but our team is working on it. We are behind you. Our team, Dr. Habib, myself, we are working on these changes. Okay, you join once. I'm reading the messages that you let here. Okay, no, but not a question. Okay, let's continue. A little story. Some months ago, I was with a businessman, a brilliant businessman of my city. That they had family business from more or less more than 70 years, and this family business has changed from director every 20-30 years. It passes from father to son, from son to grandson. And what happens there, it is the story that he told me that day impacts me a lot, because you know, he said he was almost 65. He was thinking about retirement, but he told to me, I'm retiring, but I know that the family business is gonna be fine, because my son is gonna take charge. And what he has done before taking charge is that the last years he has been working on all the departments, the different departments of the family business. So by doing that, he has gotten the big picture of the business. And right now, if a department is asking for something, or they have issues, or they need improvements, he will understand the big picture of the business. And like he has been working on all the departments before taking the director position, now he's ready to afford that. And what happens, and the idea of telling to you this story, it is that sometimes piece advice, our team, Dr. Habib and myself, we work trying to connect with every part of the entities and universities that we are working with, because we need to know in order to suggest, to give the advice about the improvements that can be more suitable for you, because sometimes what happens with rankings, it is that you have already the potential, you have already the numbers, but those numbers are not are not being in the display of or are not reachable for the rankings. As I said, maybe your research is pretty good, the projects that you are working with your students are pretty good, but if these projects that they are working and if they are private, if they are in your website, but they are in the private part of the website, you are not getting the sign of those. Even imagine if they may share in their LinkedIn profile the project that they have done in order to show their skills, their performance. Going publicly has has disadvantages, but it has advantages. And for rankings, what they like it is that you go public, because it is one of the indicators is called transparency. So imagine if they like transparency, if they like that you share your work, that you share your publications, or even your drafts. It is not needed that a journal it is not needed that a journal accept your paper to be published. You may publish something before that, like a draft on the website, that not the big work, not the one that you think that it is the one that have possibilities with journals, but the previous work may be published on the website. Okay, let's continue. Okay, as I said before, I saw and I know that the website is right now in changes. It is on beta version, and as I said at the beginning, it's gonna be the workshop focus. And it is the thing that we have to improve the most, because social media are good. The people are on social media. I know it because I work a lot the social media. I work a lot with social networks. Even my thesis was on social networks. It was based. My thesis was on online social networks for educational environments, and I know the power that social media has, but you don't own those platforms. You are owners of your own website. So the platform that you own, that it really is yours, it is your website. And here in Webometrics is the one that is measured. Besides, it is the online main entrance to your university. Websites and social media are open 24/7. And if anyone wants to know about you, what is gonna, first of all, is gonna check your website and your social media. Paul Coxon said, websites promote you 24/7. So we have to care about them and try to, as we saw at the beginning, when there is some information that is really important for the students or for the people who may access to the website, the traffic of the website it goes skyrocket. It goes up. So we need to think about what kind of content could be good for our students, could be good for other academics to go to our website, could be useful, could help UBT shine even brighter on the numbers related to the website and the social media. Regarding the current situation, I know that we had an initial meeting and you talk to me about the steps and improvements that you are doing. But if anyone wants to share anything else that had happened during the last week, or if anyone wants to add from the newcomers, imagine that like right now they are your web developers are working on the new website. If you want to share an idea regarding, okay, I would like to have this kind of section on the new website, or this kind of new functionality, it is the time for sharing. Okay, 30 seconds. Let's go. Don't be shy. Okay.
Yes, probably have something in my mind, if you don't mind.
Yeah, okay, sir, please.
Yes, the thing that I would like to see and observe, like within the UBT website, is just to make it more dynamic, because I think engaging the students and the stakeholders with this dynamic website will always have its positive influence on the interaction between UBT as an administrative team and between the stakeholders like the student or maybe the outreach sectors. So trying to make it dynamic as possible, this will definitely benefit on the long run. This is my observation.
Thank you very much for sharing. I agree. More dynamic, maybe regarding to the content that it is shared by the website. But that's why I ask for volunteers, because sometimes what happens it is that the web developer department, the PR department, they don't have enough time to publish everything. And as I said before, this is a team effort. It is time for some of you to step ahead and say, okay, I will be interested on creating content for the website. Not every day, but imagine if 5 of you say, okay, I will create an article for the main website every month, and the article for sure is gonna be related to my college, to my, if I'm teaching engineering, if I'm teaching advertisement, I'm gonna talk about advertisement, and the students they will know that even in your classes you will be able to redirect them to your own post on the main website, and you will sign this post on the website. Always before publication, this post will be supervised by the PR department. But in making the website more dynamic, I think that it is a team effort. Anyone else wants to share about steps, improvements, or what do you think about the website? What will you add to the website? Yes?
Yes, Assalamu alaikum, sir. Yeah, this is Inayatullah from IT department in the web development section. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah. We are hearing you.
Yeah. Actually, we are going to launch the new website very soon, inshallah. In that one, we are going to implement the very faster loading technologies we are using. That one, the page will be load very fastly. And the most of I want to ask about you, the ranking position for how we need the dynamic pages or the static pages is preferred one. Why? Because most of our website now we are using the dynamic pages from the database. We are getting the faculty informations and the data is getting from the database. So it is good for us to make the dynamic pages. Sometimes it will, if the connection is slow from the database, it will take little bit time to upload the pages. So which one is preferable for us? Can you elaborate for us?
Okay, thank you for sharing and for the question regarding the load average time. I'm happy to hear that this is gonna be improved with the new version. And regarding the static or dynamic pages, it is good to be fast when you when we are talking about a website, because if you are fast, people will stay longer. We are used to click, and if the loading it is more than 1 second, you are already thinking, oh, this is slow. So regarding static or dynamic, if the information is there, the faster is better. And as well, it is good to have regarding the transparency and openness indicator and the impact. It is good as well to have not to get all the information from the website. Having some static information is good as well.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
You are welcome. Anyone else wants to share?
Yes, if I may, I believe we need a content strategy plan for the content of the website, and maybe fill more information with the missing currently the website as well. Maybe taking care of the graphics and the visuality. It's I believe we should take care of that in the website. Yes, I agree also with Ms. Hala. She mentioned something in the chat, Dr. Hala. The ads in the website, it's I believe it's too big and have always phone numbers. I don't think that's good practice. This is some point I. Yes, thank you.
Thank you for sharing. The most important part that you said for me is the creating a strategy for creating content. Strategy of content. This is important, because if you have fresh content, you will see now in the following slides that I'm gonna talk about a lot about fresh content. It is the focus, because when you are creating fresh content, if you are always not talking, if you are always in silence, what happens? The people is looking at you or not? When happens that they realize that you are there? When you talk, and you talk about something important. So it is not just sharing content because of sharing sharing whatever. As you said, it's important as well, the pictures that you are sharing, the images that you are sharing, and the content. If the content is good enough, the people will wait for. Imagine that the strategy of content, it is every Sunday a new post. The College of Engineering is creating a new post regarding something new. It can be done by academics, by professors, or it can be done, because I know that academics, we are really busy sometimes. It can be done by our best students. Let's make them help us. Let's take into account, if they are creating content, let's take into account this content for their grades in our subjects. And they have the numbers. The students have the numbers, and some of them, they are really interested about signing. And if we get their attention and their help in this new strategy of content, it will be a content that it is more oriented to students to go to the website, because they know that their friends, the other students, like they are sharing the website, so they will get the attention. We will get the attention of them if we get them involved in the process of creating content. Anyone else wants to share, or could I only we have one hand? Anyone else wants to share? Okay, let's go ahead.
Excuse me?
Yes?
Yeah, I just want to ask you regarding to publish the our work, especially for as academician. Do you think is it a good practice to have some sort of the personal web page for the faculty where they can share their academic work, such as their presentation or their project or anything related to their expertise, so that it can beneficial not only for the student but also for the other people outside the university related to specific courses or specific project, let's say. Do you think it's a good practice to have to open or to publish our work on our personal web page in our UBT website, or it should be done in privately? Thank you.
Thank you for signing up for the question. If the content that you are publishing it doesn't have copyright issues, it is a good practice, because you are getting traffic, you are showing yourself, you are creating your personal brand inside your institution, and I think that it will help you a lot to have more functionalities that are open for the academics to share by using the website. And I'm not sure about what functionalities you already have in the current website. I'm not sure about the functionalities, the new functionalities that you will have if you may have a personal web page for you inside the UBT domain or not. But maybe the web development department or the PR may clarify if you have like a PDF talking about what functionalities are open to academics on the UBT website. If someone may ask my question, if you have like a PDF or a document, easy readable, easy shareable and readable, that maybe read by the academics in order to know what functionalities are open for them on the main website?
Yes, sir. It is available for the faculties. When we see the all departments, we have one link about the faculties, the faculty HOD and department faculty informations. Here we can find the list of faculties in the each department. When we click the more informations of each faculty, we can find the overview and qualifications and teaching area, experience and research and publications tabs we are available here. So the faculty needs to update their the teaching area and experience and research, as well as the publications can then they can upload in the UBT website. We can say that this is the portal for the faculty informations. It is available in our website right now. So we had to update these informations by the faculty, each faculty, so it will be visible to public.
Good. And could you share a link, an example of a URL that we may click on by the chat in order to let all the academics to see where is this section?
Yes, sir. Sure. I will share it.
Thank you very much. Okay. Anyone else wants to share, or could I go ahead? Meanwhile, we are waiting for the URL, the link regarding this the part where the faculty, the academics may update your information. Anyone else wants to share? No? Okay, let's go ahead, because I don't know. You are sharing a lot.
Link.
Oh, okay.
I shared the one link. Can you find in the chart?
No, I cannot see the link. The last thing that I see it is Ramin Haas was invited to the meeting, and the comment of the Dr. Halan Asif, but not the link. I cannot see the link. Okay, let's go ahead. Recommendations. Link building. Imagine a great building and a great place where you may go, but the roads are broken. There are no roads at all. When it is difficult to arrive to a place, even if the place it is really beautiful, you have less people going. And right now, what we want it is to empower your website. So what we have to do it is create roads to arrive to your website. And in the on the internet, what are the roads? The links. Okay. So by creating those roads, we will empower the content that you have already on the website, and the numbers will be better. There is a current strategy regarding regarding link building. Someone from the web development team or PR may answer this question, please. You have a current strategy regarding creating links to the website. If you don't have a now we can see the link. Okay, the link is already here. Okay, if you want to check the link, it has been sent. Okay, here is the part where you may update the information, and here you have publications. What I don't know, I think that all that you may share it is test, or you may share PDFs. In this area, you may share PDFs or rich files. It will be interesting if you may share besides test. It will be interesting to be able to share PDFs, rich files by the academics. It will be awesome to have this functionality. Yeah. Okay, let's go with the link building. Thank you for sharing the link. Okay. For example, a link building strategy could be appearing on the digital news, and when you are appearing on the digital digital newspapers, ask them to add your URL to the news, because when you are backlinked by a newspaper, your website gets more points on Webometrics. Strategical exchanges. Besides, for example, publishing news on digital newspapers and asking them to put your URL on the news, sometimes what happens it is that you create backlinks between entities that are working with you. So, for example, imagine partners, and you will add your partners' links to your website, and in exchange, what they do it is, or you may ask them nicely, okay, can you add our link or our website URL as a link on your web page as well? So I will point from my website to your entity, and your entity in exchange will point to my website. Important, those links should be do follow links. Why? Because the do follow links are the ones that the search engines, the spiders of the search engines, are the ones that take into account. Because if the links that are created from newspapers or other platforms to your website are no follow links, those links are not good for the numbers. The ones that are good are the do follow links. Regarding the code that a no follow link has to have, you have to specify rel equals to no follow. So if you don't specify anything on the link, it is a do follow. It is the one that is taken into account for the numbers. So the ones that we don't want are the no follow. The no follow, we don't want those kind of links in the link building strategy. But the ones that this is not specified are the good ones. we have to be careful a lot with the broken links. Okay. Why? Because the broken links are really important. And now that you are changing to the new website, or when you are changing parts of the website, the broken links are links that you had in the past, but if the information that was linked disappears, you got a broken link. What you may do here in order to don't get broken links is that when you are, for example, changing the name of a page or a college or an important page, it is creating a redirect web page to the new content that you are creating. Or trying to identify the backlinks that are important to your website and try to not to change or avoid the broken links there. And right now that you are changing to a new website, the broken links may appear, and you have to be really careful with them. SEO. What happens that the SEO, you may create links really fast, and what happens when this grow, it is not can be seen like cheating. When you are really fast, if you are really fast by creating this link building strategy, what happens is that the rankings, they see the numbers, and if, for example, you cannot have like a 300% of growth. If you had before 100 links and now you had in 2 months 400. Here with the link building, with the SEO, we have to be careful. The growth has to be not that fast, not aggressive. And as well, it is important the quality of these links. It is not the same to be linked by a web page of the Saudi government, or be linked by the personal web page of a student. It is not the same, because the quality of the website and the traffic that website has, the better quality, the better numbers that you get through this link. And as well, it's important to have different domains linking the website, because once you have one domain linking to your website, if you add more links, it counts, but not that much, not as much as if you are getting links from different domains. Again, I repeat, be careful. Be careful with the speed limit of this link building, because it may affect negatively. Now we are talking about rich files and content creation. Okay, as much PDFs, Excels, PowerPoints, Words that you may share on the website, the better. Why? Because if these rich files have good content, you will get traffic. You will get links to those rich files, and these links, this traffic, these people coming to the website looking for the information will help a lot with the ranking numbers. There is a current strategy regarding rich files. Anyone may share with me if you have a rich files strategy, creating or sharing, or most of the rich files are shared but in private parts of the website. Anyone may share with me your current strategy or your current use of the rich files and the website. Anyone?
Actually, we don't have that much of rich files in our website. Just we are using like rich files as a final exams and some informations about the documents in the students' affairs. It gives some informations to the students. That much of we have not much rich files in our website right now.
Thank you for sharing. So if you are using few rich files on the website, there is room for improvement. And here, room for improvement. Okay, create this rich files strategy should be inside the content strategy that you should create in the next weeks. So once you are creating a content strategy for the website, it is not thinking about the news or the events that we are sharing, the posts or the articles that we are sharing. The rich files should be included as well. Split and improve. What happens when we are looking? Yes,
Dr. Sebastian, I think just to know what's the importance of having rich files on the website. So what's the impact? What's the implications on the Webometric, if you can touch on that. So because I think Sayyid Inaya need also to work with his team in terms of ensuring that this is available and that rich files are highlighted in the website. So what's the impact and what's the relationship and why it is important, please?
Okay. Why is important rich files? Because rich files are an item that it is measured by Webometrics in the transparency indicator. Besides, it is counted not directly, but indirectly by the impact indicator. And if you are those if these rich files are drafts of your research or summaries of your research or state of art of your research, what happens here that if you add this wait a second. If you add this document to your Google Scholar, what happens here? If you add here now, because I don't have the session open, but here you may add sometimes the research that you had here. It is automatically added, but other times you may add your own research here. So imagine that I have a rich file regarding the state of art of something that I'm working with, and I may add this state art here as well. But this rich file is on the website, so we will help as well the indicator of excellence. So with these rich files, we may help to improve the numbers of the 3 indicators on Webometrics. May I continue, or there are other doubts regarding rich files?
Yeah, thank you. Very clear, Dr. Sebastian. You can continue.
You're welcome. Okay, split and improve. When you are searching for information, when you are Googling, what do you look for? You look for science, or you look for something more specific, biotechnology applied to health, for example? What happens when we have a rich file, but it is really long? It has is a big document, and it has a generic title. What happens? It is that this file, it is less reachable than if we split them, and the titles of these PDFs that or documents or words that are splitted are more specific, because when you are searching on Google, what you got, what you write down, it is not something generic. Usually you are looking for something more specific. So what we will have to do is split and improve by splitting this information. But sometimes, as I say, you don't want the whole book. You want a little part of the book, something more specific. You don't want to have a PDF of 100 pages and look on those 100 pages the information that you need. You want the chapter that you are looking for. But at the same time, sometimes you want the whole book. So at the end, split and improve is having the huge or the big or the bigger PDFs, having them as well, but splitting them in other PDFs that are with title that have specific titles that are more reachable. So this can be another strategy for rich files. Having both, having the big ones and having the small ones, that the ones that you have splitted from the big one, in order to have titles more reachable. Because at the end, what the spiders, the search engines, what they are doing, when they are indexing rich files, what happens is that the most important part that they are indexing is the title. The new functionalities of the new website. I will strongly recommend that most of these new functionalities should be in the direction of content creation. During the workshop, I have said several times that the fresh content and the content creation is really important, because is as we have seen at the beginning. What happens when you have new information that it is important? You get your traffic, your website traffic and numbers go skyrocket up, like it happens in the last 20 days because of the SAMs. So if we have fresh content, we will improve the numbers. Any ideas or any suggestions that you may have regarding the content creation? How is you maybe right now you don't have them, because I'm asking right now, and if you never thought about it, but a task for you for the following weeks, most of all for the academics, and ask your students as well if you want. Ask for volunteers between your students regarding what would you improve to the website in order to be more, to use it more. What do you need of the website? What functionalities do you think that may improve the content creation, that may improve the times that you go to the website? Think about what new functionalities could be useful for you and for your students. Writing news, not just news on the newspapers. You may have academic students stuff. You may have your own website, your own blog. Even on LinkedIn, you may create your own blog, LinkedIn blog. And when you are writing regarding things, you may write. Imagine an event that you had in hands, or an event or a prize that you got, or a prize that one of your students have gotten. Try to write all the things that have a positive impact, or all the things that you are working on. Don't let those things to be just reachable by your students offline, or the people that offline knows about this event. Try to publish everything inside the web or outside. It helps a lot for fresh content. And outside the web, always backlinking the main web page of UBT. Sometimes what happens is that for being in some digital newspapers, you have to pay. It's a good practice as well. For example, not only in the newspapers, as well on TV. If you want to be on Spanish TV, I don't know if you have seen Spanish TV, but we have Telecinco, we have Antena 3, and those channels are private channels, big channels. And in 2007, I think, My team and myself, when we were students, we got the second prize. The second prize, we got the second position on an event of Microsoft, developing event of Microsoft called Imagine Cup, and we got the second position. We went to Seville and we compete with other teams, and we got the second position, and we got on national news on the TV. And later, someone from the organization told me, "We are this event is gonna be on the news, on the national news." But because Microsoft is paying for it. So what happens sometimes it is that if you want to be on the news, in this case, digital newspapers or digital platforms is better, because if you pay, you will ask for them to backlink to your website, because it is not just advertise yourself, show yourself to the world. It is as well getting a link to the website and make your website stronger. Meanwhile, this content is giving you some marketing, some advertisement for your entity.
If I may ask a question,
Yes.
Dr. Sebastian. Now, I believe here we have many faculty who are well engaged with the community, and we have a lot of events that's happening that has been covered by the social media and also the public, official news platforms, whether newspaper or sometimes TV shows and sometimes radio coverage. So we have a lot of events that are well covered and reached out to the community internally. I think we need to work out in a way that we backlink all of this to the website, because this doesn't happen currently. And I think this needs to be addressed very clearly in the website strategy and the content strategy, so that anything that is published somehow in the website or any related social media platforms, it need to link somehow to the website, so the flow in and out would be high. So what's your recommendation on that?
Yes, what you have said, it is my recommendation, because when imagine you are meeting a person for the first time. If you are meeting him but you don't create the connection, it doesn't matter that much. You have met someone but the connection is not created. But imagine you meet someone and you ask him for his LinkedIn account, or you meet someone or ask him for the phone number. So you have met someone and you have created that connection, and that connection makes you more powerful. In this case is the same. If you are sharing or creating events or going to the radio, going to the TV shows, but there is no link. If you don't link your entity or your personal brand, what happens is that that event will be forgotten not for you, but it will be forgotten on internet. And Webometrics and most of the rankings are based on the things that are measurable. And for being measurable, you have to create links to your main website. At the end, your main website should be your main platform. And right after this, I'm gonna give you some clues as well and some recommendations about backlinks that you should be creating that right now you are not creating. And I don't know if I have answered your question, Prof. William.
Thank you, Dr. Sebastian. Yes, please. Thank you.
But it's really important to what you said about putting on the strategy, the content strategy, a way of if I'm creating this event, or if I'm going to TV, or if I'm going to whatever place, how do I backlink my institution to make this huge thing that I have done to be measurable by the rankings? And it is always adding the URL of your main website to this content that you are creating. For example, imagine someone has come to Spain and has visited me, and I made an interview of him. And let me check 1 second. I'm looking for no for this. Okay, la tengo here. No, let me check. Here. Okay. Someone has come to Spain, and I had made him an interview. Okay, so if I have made to him an interview, what I should have this is, and I publish it in my personal channel. Imagine this video, for example. This video, it is not a public video, but there is a video that I'm working with for a national project, innovation project that we have with YouTubers and influencers. And it is as easy that imagine that why is not working? Okay. Imagine that I have in this video I have interviewed Prof. Mian. What I should ask for once this video is published, it should be something like Prof. Mian from UBT, and here ask them to put the link of your website. So if you have done an interview with me and you are on my channel, and for example, this is an interview that I did with Exi, that it is the YouTuber that we are working with. It is a younger Spaniard that has 5 million subscribers on YouTube, and I have the lucky of knowing him and working with him and learning from him, because he has 23 and he has big numbers on YouTube. So he's creating content in a way that that we don't know how, because he's not a TV show, or he's not a TV channel. He's one person with a team. And here, imagine that if this interview were with you, Prof. William, what I should write down here on the description, it is this. In this case, what happens is that this content is being backlinked to your main web page. Okay, but there are more ways to backlink content and creating lists on YouTube, and there is a lot of work that may be done in order to make your net stronger. Your UBT, the UBT net on internet should be stronger, but every network on internet regarding an entity, a university, maybe done stronger. But for that, you need your team to know. And I'm really happy of having almost 40 people today here. In the maximum, I saw 45, and most of them volunteers, because I know that you have the potential there to make your net stronger. And don't think about, oh, I'm making stronger the university, but what for me? Because what happens is that if you are creating the content and your name is on the content right now, this slide, I'm asking, okay, academics, please, if you try to create content for your institution and write down your name under the post or under the publication, you are working on your personal brand, and at the same time you are making your college sign. Because imagine that only one of the colleges is the one that is sharing on the main web page. What is happening? That they are getting more publicity. So you are working on your personal brand, on your college, and at the same time, the idea is working on the big picture of the university, improving the numbers of the university. Let's continue. that I want to be on time and I have 13 minutes to finish. I will accept questions at the end, but for now I will prefer to finish first, that I'm almost finishing, and just in case of some of you have meetings after 3, I will try to keep the timing, okay? So I will be talking faster, sorry. But those of you that don't have meetings, if you want to stay longer and ask for any questions, I will be here for you. Regarding Google Scholar strategy, as I said before, if you are publishing a state of art of the previous state of art drafts of your publications, what happens? That if you add them to the main website of your university, and at the same time you add them to your Google Scholar profiles, what happens there? That you are making yourself, your personal brand, stronger, and you are making your university stronger. For example, one thing that I'm not asking right now, but it is good. Here you have my link tree. This is a website that allows you to create links to all your media, okay? My home university, Peace Advice, other entity that I work for, my blog, my TikTok, my Instagram, my Google Scholar. I have all this here, and I have all the media, but as well I have my home university, okay? And what happens here it is that I'm working on my personal brand at the same time, and as I said before, if you sign and you make your entity sign, it is good for, it's a win-win situation. So a Google Scholar strategy should be implemented. For example, try to think about who are your top 10. One suggestion that I'm giving to you: try to think about who are your top 10 profiles on Google Scholar, and try to citate them more, to make them stronger. Make your top players, make them shine even brighter, because some people, we are good for I'm not that good researching. For example, in our team, my part, it is not the research, because Dr. Habib is the one really strong researching. He was my thesis director, for example. So, but I'm my part, it is more the web, the social media, the technical part. So in one team, in the teams, in the human teams, we have people that is stronger. And who are your top 10 on Google Scholar? Try to choose them. Try to support them. Okay. How you may create a state of art of the citing your top 10. So always on your papers, try to citate yourself as well, but your top 10. If you have a strong top 10 academics, it will be really good for the numbers. But this is a work that it is not reachable in 2 months. It is more long-term work. As well, the languages. If you are able to understand 2 languages, when you are publishing content, it is better if you publish in two languages. In the website, in the social media, it is not that important, but in the website, if you may have the content in the 2 languages, it's much better, because you are getting the traffic for those who speak Arabic, and you are getting the traffic for those who speak English. And please try to backlink your content and your website as much as possible. For example, the current situation of social media. The latest news are not that bad, because the last news was published in March, the 28th of March. But for example, in events, we are really, it is not fresh, it is 2019. Here in the events, we should add online events and For example, I don't know, this workshop could be added here, for example, or other workshops that you are doing. The events right now, because it is fresh content that your website it is generating, and in the news you are good. You may publish even more if you want, but in the upcoming events we are really it is not fresh, the content. More regarding the social media links. Okay, the social media links are on the bottom of the web page. Sometimes you don't wait until the bottom to leave a page. So the social media links should be here, but as well, I will put them on the top as well, because social media is really important. It's getting traffic for you. I'm gonna ask social media to backlink a lot the website, but in the website, social media should be as well on the top, not just on the bottom. Linking the main website is really important. Here in your social media, on Twitter, on Instagram, you have the link to the main website. That's good. And here in the social media, you are more updated. You have the last publication on Twitter, the 15th of April. So the news, for example, are less updated than Twitter. Improvements, for example, on Instagram, you may be able to create your stories images, give them a more better looking. For example, okay, I'm gonna open my Instagram. Okay, fine. Okay, my personal Instagram, it is not what I'm gonna recommend, because the how the stories looks like, it is different. But for example, if we look at Exi, the YouTuber that I talked to you before, here he has all the stories in a really similar design. This is a new one, because right now I think that he's traveling to the Canary Islands for work, but the others, it is in black and white. And for example, a football player, which is Suarez, because if you look you see the profile here of Luis Suarez, all the stories are in black and red. Okay, so here in the design of the stories of UBT may be an improvement. What else? The links on the YouTube videos, on the description that I said, here on all the videos, you should add the backlink to your website, to your university website, on the description. So on YouTube, there is room for improvement as well. Okay, and the link here, the link on your YouTube, I think that it's not working properly. I don't know why. Maybe there has been a change, but can you see right now my screen? No? Can you see my navigator?
Yes, you can see it.
If I click here on the link to your web page, it's not gonna load. The Instagram is okay, but the link to the web page is not loading. There is something broken there.
So that's from Instagram to the website?
No, from YouTube. The link from YouTube to from YouTube to your website.
Okay.
And more things here in Twitter, for example. Well, I will add, it is in the ones that are short and you have a space for writing more, I will add always more info at and the website, the link to the website on the post that you may think that you could add this. Add always, as I said on YouTube, always adding the website URL here on the description on the tweets that are possible. Add your more info at ubt.edu.sa. Keywords and things that may get you traffic are always changing as well, and you need to look for the keywords that are more are getting the traffic right now. Health science, the health issues right now with the COVID situation are having a lot of traffic. So if you talk about health in a positive way, it may get you a lot of traffic. These keywords, the algorithms of Google, of search engines, the algorithms that are used on the rankings are always changing. And it's something that it happens in, as I say, in Webometrics, in Google, everywhere. This constant change is from the platforms on YouTube as well. They say that those improvements are for the public, for the people that is using these platforms. They want to make the improvements to do their platform better. And in these changes, we are always working and trying to look for what's the best strategy. And the strategies and the suggestions that I gave to you during this workshop are based on our work, on our constant looking for these changes, how they may affect the numbers on the rankings, in order to help you on Webometrics, on how you are indexed on Google, etc. Comments or questions or doubts, I'm gonna let them for the end. Okay, I'm gonna jump this slide really quick. The point of view that you may have, my point of view, here you can see that this guy sees 4, this other man sees 3, both of them are right. So the point of view may be different. Your point of view, the point of view between colleges, the point of view between what I said and what you think may be different, but the important thing here it is, let's make it work. Let's make it work, because you may be right, I may be right with different positions, different ideas, but try to make it work, okay? And as I said before, this is a team effort. ICT web developers, leaders, PR, students, academics, this is a team effort. I'm trying to sign everyone together, signing from the top, from the UBT perspective, make UBT sign even brighter, and at the same time, look for a strategy, a personal strategy for working on your personal brand that is helping yourself and is helping UBT at the same time. Jay Conrad Levinson said, your website it is the window of your business. Keep it fresh, keep it exciting. That's the fresh content that I have been saying once and again during the workshop. Fresh, fresh, fresh. We need action plans. We need the strategy. I need you to work on a strategy regarding what everything that I said before. And once you create a strategy, an action plan regarding what I have said and the ideas that you have shared with me as well, please share with me, okay? Share the strategy with me in order to let my team make improvements to your strategy, to myself, read it myself and make improvements as well. The follow-up process, it is by email or online meetings if needed. And thank you very much for your time. So I'm sorry for the minute late. I'm sorry for not accepting questions during the last 15 minutes, but I wanted to be on time because we said until 3 p.m. So the workshop is finished and I'll be here for your questions. So if you have any other questions, it is the time, doubts, suggestions, it is the time for sharing.
Thanks, Sebastian, for your enriching presentation. Personally, I've enjoyed it. I think there is a lot of things that we need collectively to work on, including various parties and including also our great volunteers today with us from faculty members who might also join us in the quest to improve the web impact through various mechanisms. We also have with us the social media people who are responsible, Mr. Nazif Mekwar. We also have Sayyid Inaya, who is representing the website development and related development in terms of style and reach and so on. So I think if we left for a couple of questions, I have a couple of questions, but I'll leave it until the end. But if we can leave some questions from our faculty members, if they have any questions to be raised, if they have any suggestions to be included that we might take on board in our content strategy development or website development strategy for the future. So maybe if we left a couple of questions, then we can conclude.
Okay.
So does any of our faculty member have any question? If you can raise your hands, I'll leave the floor for you to ask questions for the next 5 minutes, 10 minutes. So we might extend it till 3:15 max.
For me, it's okay.
Okay.
So I'm here waiting for any question, any suggestion that you may have.
Okay, so is there any questions? Well, I'm receiving a lot of thank you notes. Maybe people are, are enjoying it and they think things are clear. But I think one of the important aspects that we need to think about is, the content strategy as mentioned by Mr. Saleh Takrori. And also, I think we need to make sure that direct links, as you mentioned, Dr. Sebastian, to the website, from in the website and to the website are activated and there is no broken links. And this is a specific note for Sayyid Inaya. When we are moving to the new website, we need to make sure that there is a continuity of the website. I think a question might raise there that I believe Mr. Ahmed Hajar is not with us today, but I believe Sayyid Inaya is representing him. I believe that he has the intention of have subdomains. Now, is that something that that is of a good practice? Or what's your suggestion, Sebastian, about that? That's the first question. The second question is related to, is there specific, links or websites or, areas that you suggest that our faculty can engage on? So, for example, talking about our researchers, about ResearchGate, about LinkedIn accounts, Google Scholar, and related websites that have high interest from experts in the field. Is there a specific suggestions where we should be active rather than spreading our efforts everywhere? Can we direct these efforts towards a specific direction? That's the second question. The third question is related to the content strategy. Now, we have an internal, discussions about, specifically about the news and the updates on that. And I've been talking to some of my colleagues earlier today that we need to activate. We've been stressing that for a long time, but still it's not up to the standards that we anticipate and what we want, and specifically the direct links with the social media. And I'm sure that Mr. Nazih will raise that matter again in coordination with his direct manager. Now, the content in terms of our faculty and how they can chip in. Now, do you have any suggestion for our faculty that things might also create traffic? Is there specific topics that you think is trending nowadays? Or should we just leave it to our faculty to select whatever they think might be right to add to the content of the website?
Okay, content and trend. Okay, I'm gonna go by numbers. First, the first question, it was about direct links, broken links, and the idea, you got the idea, you have to be really careful. But besides the broken links, we need to think about creating new links as well. So creating new external links exchanging links or creating presence in other social media that you are not already on, and it's important that part. Regarding the areas where the faculty should be focused right now, I will go for Google Scholar, and content creation on your website and outside if they have their own blogs or webs. And so the focus of the academics, the faculty, should be on Google Scholar and content creation on your website or outside your website. The ones that are more research oriented, I will work with them in order to add some parts of their unpublished research, the states of arts or things that are less important, and try to publish them as PDFs on your website, and link them, add the link of those research to their Google Scholar. That will be my suggestion. Work on that part. Google Scholar by adding rich files regarding the research. And those who are not that strong in in research, I will ask them to create a state-of-art citing your top 10. A state-of-art articles citing your top 10, and the sites adding these articles to their Google Scholar. And finally, regarding the content creation, everyone knows or should be able to look for information about what is the trending topics on their field. For example, I know that on social media right now, the trending topic is TikTok. So it is the social media platform that is, at least in Spain, and I think that in the whole world, TikTok is getting a lot of attention. But everyone who may create content, they should create content based on their knowledge, their likes, their hobbies, and their work as well, because when you are publishing something that you know about, or publishing something about something that you like, that passion that you have, it is reflected on the article, the content, and the trends. They should look for the trends, and they are experts. I'm not an expert, for example, on advertisement or marketing, so I'm not sure about what are the trends on marketing right now, but for sure that some of your academics will know about what are the trend topics on marketing. So I will rely on their experience and their knowledge, and ask them look for trends on your advertisement, and try to write about those trends.
Thanks, Dr. Sebastian, for
Thank
your
you.
response. Thanks a lot. Is there any other questions from our faculty, or we may conclude? Saeed, please.
Yes, Sebastian, you missed the one topic about the subdomains. Could you explain about this?
Okay. Sorry. About the subdomains, I will go for putting on subdomains not the important information, not the I will go for putting the most important part on the main domain. So subdomains will go for things that are not that important, that don't have too much traffic, because I know that some search engines penalize the subdomains. Webometrics, until my expertise, Webometrics doesn't take it into account too much, the subdomain or not subdomain. Always that is on the tree of your main domain is okay. But I know that some search engines penalize you if you get less traffic, you get less numbers, and I will go for the main domain.
We can use as a subdomains as a backlinks.
No, because it's inside of your domain, and it doesn't count that much. You may add from your subdomains links to your main domain. It's okay, but it doesn't count. It doesn't count.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Anything else that I may ask? I may answer. Sorry.
Okay, Dr. Sebastian, I think if we can conclude by now. I'll stop recording the session, but if you don't mind, Dr. Sebastian, if we can have a list of recommendations, like a one-page recommendation on aspects related to specific targeted aspects that we need to improve. You've been reviewing our website, you've been reviewing our social media platforms. If we can have top 3 recommendations for each category, for the website, social media, and the contribution of our faculty, what are the 3 top recommendations on each that we should focus on, so we can direct our efforts towards that, so that we can boost our position through focusing our efforts through these recommendations. If you might find that suitable, I would really appreciate it. Just a single page with each of the categories that you've discussed, so that we can also pass it over to the relevant individuals. I would highly appreciate it.
For sure, you will have it, and I understand that with the little time that there is right now, what you need it is the top 3 recommendations on each. But I wanted you to know about the big picture of everything, of what is the path that we have to follow, and I will work on the document and I will send it during this week. As maximum Tuesday, you have it.
Thank you very much. Really appreciate it, Dr. Sebastian. And now, as you are all aware, Dr. Sebastian started that there are 2 main, standing points in terms of Webometrics: the July version of readings and the January readings. We'll work on the short term for the July and also for the long term for the January version. And definitely, Dr. Sebastian was gonna assistance on. Also, in terms of our content strategy, we'll have something drafted, Dr. Sebastian, send it to you for your review and for your point and feedback, and then we can build on it, inshallah. Dr. Sebastian, thank you very much on behalf of the almost 40 members today joining us. Thank you very much for a great session that was very beneficiary for me, I'm sure, for the rest of our faculty members and attendees. And we're looking forward for our next session, where we can also build more on how we can enhance the web impact of UBT to reach its full potential. As you've mentioned earlier, we have great potential to improve and to enhance, to reach to our position that we aspire to. Thank you very much once again, Professor Dr. Sebastian, and looking forward for our next engagement.
Thank you very much to you, Professor William, and thank you very much to all your community, the attendees, and as you said, I'm sure that with your effort and the things that you already have done, and with the correct strategy, the numbers will arrive. I'm sure, and thank you very much for your time today, your attendance, and it is a pleasure and an honor to be working with you.
It's an honor for us too. Thank you very much, Dr. Sebastian.
Thank you very much. Bye bye. Have a nice day.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you very much.